Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. This is my example of the function notation group project. Now, obviously, there's just one of me today, and so I'll be playing the role of both the scribe, which is the person who's writing, and and so hopefully all my math is very neat and clear as the scribe. I'll also be playing the role of the person walking through all the math, explaining all the math. So again, I hope that I explain all my work very clearly today, and that all my work is written very clearly. I have my name, date, and period on the paper. I have my title as well on my paper. I've written down some of the key vocab, and this is a reminder to myself that I need to use these words in my video today. Input, substitute, and f of blank is blank. And this will be a little bit more obvious when we get to the output. And so when it comes to my equation today needs to have three operations and one exponent. And so let's kind of go ahead and jump into things. So my equation today is going to be 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Now, when we talk about three operations, let's take a look if I have three operations. Well, I know that between 2 and x is multiplication. I know that this is addition. I know that this is also multiplication here. And I know that I also have subtraction. So actually, I have four operations. So I went a little bit over and beyond. You don't have to have four. You could just have three. And then one exponent. And you could see my exponent here, which is my 2, which is squaring things. So let's go ahead and begin with my first input, which will be, let's try 3. So anytime I see the variable x, I'm going to substitute 3 in for x. And I'm going to do that using parentheses. So this is 2 times 3 squared plus 5 times 3 minus 3. Well, order of operations tells me that I need to do my exponents first. So 3 squared is 9. 5 times 3 is 15. Again, order of operations tells me to do multiplication first. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 15 minus 3. And I know that 18 plus 15 is 33. And 33 minus 3 is 30. So I know that f of 3 is equal to 30. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's try an input of, let's try 4. So f of 4 is equal to 2 times 4 squared. Let's try that square again. 2 times 4 squared plus 5 times 4 minus 3. Let me erase this little booger that's right here. And so let's go ahead and simplify. 4 squared is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. Notice I'm kind of doing 2 steps in that first line, and that's okay. 2 times 16 is 32. 32 plus 20 is 52. And finally, 52 minus 3 is 49. So I had the input of 4, and I've got an output of 49. So I know that f of 4 is equal to 49. Let's try one last one. Now remember, one of my inputs has to be negative. So let's try negative here. Let's try negative 3. And I'm going to have to write a little bit small so that all my work can fit in here nice and neat. Squared plus 5, and that's not going to fit. Let's try this again. F of negative 3 is equal to 2 times negative 3 squared plus 5 times negative 3 minus 3. Okay, it fit that time. And you don't have to necessarily put everything on the same line. You can kind of work down your page too to be a little bit neater. But I know that negative 3 squared is 9. And I know that 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. 2 times 9 is 18. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. 2 times 9 is 18. Minus 15 minus 3. Minus 3. 18 minus 15 is 3. And I'm left with 3 minus 3, which is 0. So I know that f of negative 3 is equal to 0. So that concludes my group project. I believe I included all my key vocab, input, substitute, and my phrasing. So thanks for kind of tuning in, and good luck on your project.